In this report, through the admission of refugees, we're going to address the actual law itself that is clear the administration is absolutely violating. This is off the U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Service website. Under United States law, a refugee is someone who is located outside of the United States, is of special humanitarian concern to the United States, demonstrates they were persecuted or fear persecution due to race, religion, nationality, political opinion, or membership in a particular social group, is not firmly resettled in another country, is admissible to the United States. A refugee does not, again, not include anyone who ordered, incited, assisted, or otherwise participated in the persecution of any person on account of race, religion, nationality, membership in a particular social group, or political opinion. Then it gets into the process. There is no fee to apply for refugee status. Then it's how to come to the United States. Now this is interesting because this is not happening. If you are approved as a refugee, you will receive a medical exam, a cultural orientation, help with your travel plans, and a loan for your travel to the United States. So they're going to pay for you to get here. After you arrive, you will be eligible for medical and cash assistance. For more benefits available to refugees, please see the Health and Human Services Office of Refugee Resettlement page. So not only do they give you welfare and medical benefits and cash assistance, including money to come to the United States, now they're going to take these refugees and give them jobs too. Jobs, money, and healthcare. Things that Americans have been basically shafted out of. Now, let's get to more information on this, including the statement from President Obama. And he stated,
when I hear political leaders suggesting that there would be a religious test for which person who's fleeing from a war-torn country is admitted, when some of those folks themselves come from families who benefited from protection when they were fleeing political persecution? That's shameful. That's not American. It's not who we are. We don't have religious tests to our compassion.
However, under federal law, the executive branch of the United States government is required to take religion into account in determining who is granted asylum. And when you're applying for refugee status, essentially that's what it is. You have the Middle East out of control. You have these individuals who have basically invaded Europe, and many of those governments, many of whom are liberal or socialistic, have realized that it's time to start doing something about this, unlike this administration under Barack Obama. And the damage is known. In England, as an example, there are areas that law enforcement can't go into because it's a Sharia-type state. Now, in talking with sources of mine, and this is where it applies on this asylum basis, as an example, in one area over the holidays, there were between 400 and 500 asylum seekers, and all Mexican. Some of the claims are, my husband hits me, I want to apply for the Insert Your Home State program, I want WIC, my husband is involved in the cartel. There's no background checks being done, health checks. I can go back several years and tell you the stories I've heard from customs and how many people have been let into the country even where there is evidence of TB issues and other types of communicable health issues. And this hasn't changed. Aliens come across the border, or they're being imported by this administration through the refugee program. Nobody's being backgrounded. Nobody's being checked. Of course, there is no background check. And we've covered that in previous reports here for The New American.